Hi, I'm Crystal.
And I'm Sandy.
And we're the Casserole Queens. Today we're super excited because we're going to be showing you our turkey mole enchiladas.
But another really great thing about today is that we have a great in-house guest. It's Kate Merker from Women's Day magazine. She's the food and nutrition director. She's got a big old title. We're so glad you're here.
Thank you guys for having me.
And it's so exciting because we're collaborating now. The Queens and the Women's Day, we're our contributing editors.
And contributing editors means for me that I get to taste some amazing food, and this is a recipe not to be missed.
And the reason why we came up with this recipe is because it is their Thanksgiving issue, and you know, it's about what can you do with that leftover turkey from the holidays. But for me personally, I hate eating Thanksgiving dinner more than like once or twice. Ugh. One round of leftovers, you know, with the same flavor palette is okay, but I like to change it around and mix it up. And one of the things that we love about this too is we're also incorporating some pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds that have been hulled, and that's also the flavor of the season.
You've got the peppers though.
I do got the peppers, and what these are ancho peppers. And you know, for me—
Tell me about that.
It's very, you know, the Spanish language is confusing enough. I have to conjugate verbs and try to remember all of that. But now they go and they switch names on me. So what ancho chilies are really just dried poblano chilies. So throw that in the mix and it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But what we're gonna do is rehydrate these a little bit. But the beautiful thing is when they're still dried, it's really easy to like get the seeds out, and you can just take off, if these had stems, it would be a really great way to do that.
That's really hot water, right?
Yeah, that's really hot water. Perfect. It's been boiled. And we're just gonna cover this and let this steep for about 8 to 10 minutes. You just want it to be soft and like pliable so it's gonna blend well.
Well, another layer of flavoring that we're gonna add are some onion and garlic. This is the aromatics. This is the base of any good recipe, really. So this is just canola oil, tablespoon. All right, we're going in.
Okay.
Oh, I love that sound. Okay, so we're just gonna let those sautés start to get a little brown on them, and I'm gonna chop up some garlic here.
Okay, so this is awesome that we're getting to do our turkey mole enchiladas on the day that our first issue comes out in Women's Day.
We are so excited to be a part of it.
Well, we're really excited to have you. And you can check Women's Day out for some pies, some sides. Go to Hungry for that.
Do you guys want to go make some sauce?
Yes.
Awesome.
Tell me about it.
We got our diced tomatoes here. We're going to use about 14 ounces. This is a little bit larger, so we're just going to use about half the jar.
And this will add a lot of like nice acidity and brightness to the dish as well.
The first thing we're going to do is add a little coriander.
Love that.
Love it too. And if you like cilantro, basically this is just the flavor from the seeds. And we're just going to put a little bit. We're just putting about 1/8 of a teaspoon. And then we're going to move into our allspice. And we're going to go up to 1/4 of a teaspoon.
Is that an exact measurement?
It is. And now I'm just putting 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon.
And in a traditional mole sauce, you get Mexican chocolate. And Mexican chocolate is chocolate and cinnamon mixed together. And so we're getting both of those flavors without having to go seek out a specialty item.
Very hard for my mom in a very small town in rural Georgia to find Mexican chocolate.
So this
Just
is, a great twist on that.
And she'll be wanting to make this, I'm sure. She's gonna try everything from Women's Day magazine. So we're gonna add a little salt.
Absolutely.
And a little pepper.
All right, so you need a banana.
I
right?
do need a banana.
It's one of our really awesome ingredients that are going into this. Would you get one?
I got the banana.
Oh, yay.
Kate's on it, Kate's on it.
And while they're getting the banana and chopping me half a banana, I'm going to be adding about 1/2 cup of pepitas and reserving some for some garnish.
Garnish.
Because we like our garnishes in the Casserole Queens kitchen.
Big garnishes in the kitchen. Oh my.
And then we're also going to add our chilies. And then too, you can see how beautiful this water is. It's infused with all that flavor from the chili. So we're just going to add about 1/2 cup of this into our blender so we can liquefy it.
I think I would drink that or add it to a cocktail or do something like that.
Good.
Hello. All right, I've also got your bananas.
Oh, thank you. Please add that banana.
Right. Boom. There you go.
The banana really does make a difference.
The banana just adds so much like sweetness to it, and it really adds like a texture and makes it nice and creamy. It's a really cool addition. It's a Oaxacan sort of style.
Oh, and I almost forgot, we got to put your onions and garlic in. I'm getting so excited in this kitchen.
These are the most perfect onion and garlic, and this is the flavor. We got to add more flavor.
More flavor.
All right, this is all going. Look how
smell.
browned and caramelized those are. It's just going to add some really, really deep flavors to this.
It's going to be delish. So now we're going to put our lid on. And as we find out in the casserole kitchen, we lose things, so I've got to cover it. And are you guys ready? I'm
Yes,
gonna
ready.
Can we do the
this
blending
stuff.
dance?
Yeah, please. I encourage it. Oh, look at Kate! Bring it up.
That was it.
You missed it. think we're done.
But you know, you're looking for a pretty smooth sauce here. You may not get all of the lumps out of it or all of the hard pieces, and that's okay, because it's just gonna add texture.
So this is a little bit thick. We're still gonna thin it out here with some more water, and then get all the rest of the flavor out of this bottom of the blender.
You don't want to miss any of it. Kate, would you be the chocolate princess?
I would love to be.
All right.
Well, I know when I first heard about mole, I was kind of confused because it was a chocolate sauce. I was expecting something kind of sweet, and I'm like, that's not gonna go well with cheese. But this really is a more rich, smoky kind of flavor.
All right, so it's been about 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, and what's happened is the sauce is reduced by about half. It's thickened up, and all those flavors have really melded together and are gonna be just amazing.
We're just going to dip some corn tortillas into this heated oil. It's just warm. It's not like, we're not frying them. You don't want to hurt yourself with this. We're just going to dip them and get them soft and pliable, just like we did our chilies earlier. Like I mentioned, this is just warm. We don't want to burn anybody. This is a very nobody gets hurt process.
Well, now that we've got the mole sauce ready, we want to put just a single layer of the sauce at the bottom. What this is going to do is it's going to help the enchiladas not to stick to the bottom, and it's just going to make all the sides of the enchiladas coated in the magic sauce. Now we're going to get to building this. And so what we have in here is we have 2 cups of the shredded turkey. This came from our turkey for Thanksgiving. Always have some leftovers. There's dark and light meat in here.
And that's, what, half a cup, right?
That's a half a cup.
Terrific.
What I'm gonna add now is a cup of Monterey Jack cheese. The beautiful thing is that it's pre-shredded. You don't have to work. It takes some of the steps out of it. That's in there. Now
you need some cilantro.
Yes, please.
You got it. Because we're gonna put this inside and also use it for a garnish.
And it really does mimic the flavor of the coriander that's already in the sauce. I get in here with my hands. You can use a spoon, but I always feel like your hands are the best tool in the kitchen.
There's a lot of hand washing in this kitchen.
Lots of it. Oh, look at that. Look at the colors coming together and everything in there. Let me just get that. Now, Kate, I'm gonna ask you, would you help me roll up some torts?
I would love to help you.
And I'm just gonna dollop this around because we can spread it over with that spatula a little bit later, but I just wanna make sure every square inch of enchiladas are covered in mole sauce.
I'm so excited. Now, Kate, one of the things that we were doing when we were developing this recipe is we really wanted to make it ease of use, make all the flavors really rich, and I feel like that's what Women's Day does a lot.
The other great thing, and you guys really nailed it here, is that we try for each one of our recipes to have something a little bit special. And so here, you really kind of hit the mark not only with the chocolate chips, but with the banana, and you took some really authentic flavors and made it really accessible for our readers.
Plus, we just like to eat.
Yeah.
So, you get to put some cheese on this bad boy.
Okay, so we're just gonna bake that at 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. Since everything was already cooked, we just wanna heat it thoroughly and then just get all the flavors to meld together and also get that cheese to melt.
Cheesy goodness.
Melty cheese, that's the best thing. Enchiladas are all about the cheese and the sauce and getting it on the plate.
It's a party on a plate.
This is what I've been waiting for all afternoon.
The moment has arrived.
We're gonna let you eat now.
Okay, but we're gonna make you work for it. You have to give it to us.
So I always try to remember how I position my enchiladas when I put them in.
Inevitably, you're gonna end up cutting one in half, but that's okay, it still tastes great,
You
right?
know, there was a wise lady who said we should invent a enchilada pan. Long enough to fit them all.
Very smart lady,
I'd
very
invest.
smart. I would too. Now, the other thing is, you know, we've got this great beer me recipe that goes so well with this. The pairing really is bright and light against the night. Oh, come on.
Sorry, I had to interrupt you.
No, you should interrupt for something so amazing.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, it's really subtle heat. So if you've heard all about the heat, don't worry because it is super subtle. It's really nice.
The ooey gooiness of that and the real nuttiness and the kick that comes from the ancho chili is really, really lovely. And the cheese really is so gooey and ooey and cheesy, which is what you look for in a really great enchilada.
Yeah, but the cheese is overpowering. It's not, you know, the sauce is definitely the star, which it should be.
So you guys try this, check out below for the recipes.
Or on Women's Day.
Thanks for being around. Kate, thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
Come back again, please.
I hope I will be invited.
You will be.
Subscribe to Hungry and feed your food obsession.